Watch Core TV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to Core TV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click Core TV, leave a space, then News. Core TV News, a 24-hour news station.
ADEBOLA ADENIJI ADELE, his President Citizen Liberation Advocacy Initiative, and he joins us this morning in our live studio in Lagos. Good morning, and thank you for finding time to join us.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Let's start from Ogun State. You saw the clip played earlier.
Yeah.
It looks as if the people in that area are not quite satisfied with the collection rate of the PVC, especially those people who have gone to INEC and who cannot find their permanent voter cards. But the very interesting part is they are also comparing the challenges they are facing with how easy it is for people in the Northeast to collect their PVCs. Do you see any relationship between the two?
Let me clear that something that is on here that people should understand. And we need to let Nigeria know that INEC needs something to tell us. Where there's Boko Haram are receiving 90% of PVC, and people where there's no Boko Haram, they are receiving 40% and 35%. INEC needs to answer that. That's the first question that INEC needs to come and clear. But let me tell you today, the first thing we need to study is the human. In this scenario that we are seeing today. In 2011, in Ogun State especially, where we are talking of now, 1.5 million were the eligible voter. Eligible. Who are names were registered, who have authority to vote, but what happened? Only the vote that put Amosu there, who is the governor there today, was 300,000. If I'm not mistakenly. Where are the rest people? So we need to look at it very critically that some people who are clamoring for this, probably their PVC have not yet arrived, or it might be packed to another state. So before the 18th of March, that's going to close. It is then I'm going to have something to say concerning Ogun State. Let us see whether the 600,000 that mix in Ogun State will come back to them. If not, then we are going to them to action. Did you know that for one person who is eligible to vote can cancel all Nigerian election if they differentiate him not to vote? You don't know. Then it's here, the media. We are going to let them know that if that day somebody came out that they did not allow me to vote, can jeopardize all the election. And he's 18, he has his voter's card, he was there and did not allow him to vote, he can jeopardize all the election they have done. Well, so that's why we want INEC today to do all job diligently, that whosoever out of those who are registered there to have their PVC, or let's see who have died, let's see who is alive, and let's see who has relocated to another state.
INEC extended the collection of PVCs by 4 weeks,
March, yes.
And we expect that the collection will end by the 8th of March. That gives us about 13 more days to go. Yeah. Well, do you think that's too little to correct all of these abnormalities?
My brother, I thank you for the opportunity given to me this morning, and it's going to give me an access to talk to Nigerians. These things has been wobbling from the beginning of low leveling of preparation. The INEC has telling us that I think I did my accreditations of having my voter's card registered since 2011. Okay? And I did it in a polling unit that's nearest to me.
Okay.
Okay? But today, since 2011, some people voters card has not yet get ready. It's a shame. I'm telling you, 4 years. Good years. There's a department for this, civic. There's a department for this voters card we are talking about. If they cannot do it, look at the bank today. When you're having your ATM, for how many days? 3 days or 5 days you are getting. And they now carry from Nigeria to, I think it's to China or for other country to do the PVC for us. And almost 2 million have not yet ready, now as I'm speaking to you.
But let's look at the bigger picture. INEC says that over 70% of registered voters have gotten their PVCs, and it's just about 13 more days to the end of PVC collection. What do you say? It's a remarkable improvement from what we used to have.
It is. Are they the people that go there to collect sign for it? Or are they going to help us to see it clearly or clear that they should publish their names? And the state by state they have collected it? Let us know who have not collected them. Let them publish their names. So that one will certify that that percentage are those people who have. See, it is a lawyer that said that we should stop it for now. We wanted to call a numbers of, because of jeopardies of the areas that people are coming, or the larger place we are going to use. We wanted to do it that if you have not collected your voter's card, come, let us meet somewhere. But the routing is too much because a lot of people have not collected their own.
The PVC and the card readers are supposed to be the game changers for this 2015 election. Many have questioned the integrity of the electoral system for so long. And it looks as if just at the brink of bringing some bit of technology to curtail all of these challenges, we are hearing uproars. Some have even gone to court to, you know, stop the use of PVCs. What are your thoughts along this line?
Thank you. I have the authority and the power. I'm a Nigerian, eligible, registered, have my voter's card. I can say anything now for what I know, so more better or clearly. See, if you have been following the election in Nigeria, unless if you are not coming out to come and exercise your franchise, you will know what you will see how the area is so rowdy. You see how the area so impatient. People are not ready to waste their time. Then you now bringing in, when we are lining up, you see some people, we agree that INEC said to read one card, it will take us 60 seconds. If it's beyond that, you are jeopardizing the one at your back, which means you will see how people are begin to murmur at the back. And if that place is so jam-packed, how are you going to curtail it? So I have not yet been studied that reader machine. That if there's no server there or there's no server, what will happen? Because some areas there might not be a signal, and the machine cannot read the PVC. What will happen? The
INEC chairman talks about all of these equipments haven't gone through a test, and it looks as if, according to him, they got proof that indeed this machine can really survive the test of time. But beyond that, if we now agree to use the TVC, are we looking at the repetition of the 2011 election that has also been widely criticized?
Well, we need to move forward. We need to advance. We want to do journalism here to one day and see how we are wasting money at INEC. Go to INEC in Lagos here. Go and see where they dump the system, the laptops they use. Go and see how it was bastardized somewhere. Lot of that one is enough to use to do whatever we wanted to do if it is truly that they use system to register us. Now, to your question. If you use TVC, what we are saying is that to avoid doubt, it is two ways to tango. If you are going to the polling units now with your PVC, you are lucky to have it, allow him to vote. If you are going to the polling units in the morning, you did not have your PVC, but you have your TVC, allow him to vote. So it shows clearly that we are using 2015 to test case our electronics machine or whatever we wanted to use. So, in other words, if you have your PVC, allow him to cast his vote. If you have your TVC, which is the temporary one we are talking of now, allow him to vote. So far, his name is registered. Did you know that there are some people who they saw their name in the register first on the wall? And they could not be able to find their PVC till now as I'm speaking to you. So what justification we are going to put to that? I have almost 10 my members who we are pursuing to have their PVC. We've been there, we test them, we search for it, but they saw the name on the place board. That this is the name, but we can't find the card.
Are you saying that INEC's word of preparation is not enough for Nigerians to go ahead with the use of those PVCs?
It's not. The only things I don't want us to cancel the election coming. The election has been fixed, and in other words, it has been changed. We don't want any changes again. We wanted to choose a new leader that will control us for 4 years. That I don't want this election to be interrupted. Now, if our advice to INEC now this morning is that to cool the tension of Nigerians, we have got almost 3 times public holidays.
Okay.
Either by the state or local government. Some who left home for that public holiday to go and have their PVC, as I'm speaking to you today, they have not get them. But you see, it's going to look sadly that somebody will go to a place where to get his PVC. It's worrisome. You see my name, you see your name like this on the paper. I bring out the card. They search for not less than 1 hour or 2 hours. They cannot find it.
But what do you think could be the real challenge that INEC is battling with now? Because they have come out to say they have enough funds, they get enough support from the present administration, and it looks as if they also had enough time between the 2011 election and the 2015 election. What exactly have you been able to identify?
Well, you know,
specific challenges.
I'm not vouching for INEC. I'm not soliciting for them. I've not get paid through them. What I know, in 2011, INEC make us to understand it, 73 million was registered with INEC, which is eligible voters. But now, it has reduced to 68 million. 0.6. Why? They said they have removed a lot of Nigerians who double registered.
That's right.
Okay? Then, we are now telling INEC, you are giving us assurance that anybody that double registers should be prosecuted or should be prosecuted. Have you seen any, what their names? All these out of the 73 million people, and their name was still showing on the registered. Are they double registered? That's why they did not see their voters, their permanent voters card. If it is that, print out those names on newspapers. It costs them nothing. Let them see it. Okay, these are the people that double registered. So we now use it to cross-check of those who are in the list. That's why they cannot find or get their voters card.
But if we look at the wider picture, don't you think this is more of the Nigerian factor? Because given the larger statistics, have you been able to even identify and confirm the number of Nigerians there are? Do we have a database of everyone in Nigeria? How do we expect INEC to come and perform a miracle where the system does not even support that trend?
But each people we are talking about, this number we are talking about, went out individually to register one after the other.
Okay.
Nobody pushed them there. They go there on their own, put their names. And in other words, the only thing that also baffled me is that in the polling unit where I collected my own, I have mine. There is the day I went there, one name came out on the machine of INEC 8 times. That one is not double registered, but when they are printing out, that one name, the same name, 8. So it showed the negligence of those people they put there. That's why we are putting everything or using everything or adding everything or whatever we are doing in Nigeria today, we are politicizing them. Sad. Sad to Nigeria. They are putting observer now in INEC. Who can tell them what to do? They are still looking faces. Looking faces to put, because my brother knows this one, because my auntie knows this one, it is my auntie that called him that put his name. And what is, so in these readers or machine we are talking about, this what we are saying now today, it is negligence of the staffs put in there. That's why we are not going to have the quality things we are expecting. But let us use 2015 to manage ourselves, and we'll move forward from there.
Well, some are saying that if we had about 4 years to prepare, how sure are we that 8 years will be enough to perfect the process?
That person is correct. So it shows clearly that even if the INEC is telling us a story, we should watch it very clear, because they have told us that they are ready before, but they are now giving excuses that we, in the area we can get ready, we have get ready on our own, but the other area we cannot say we are ready, we will tell you we are not ready. Look at the security now. In other words, in their own section, they have been using 4 years to prepare. Look at one out of it. What do we know is going to happen when we are doing the election?
In your experience, have you been able to identify the loopholes that politicians take advantage of to rig elections?
Oh, so many. So many. So many, because this NGO has given us a time. I told you earlier before when I was in this studio that it took us 2 good years to study Nigeria. Yeah. And they'll be surprised in this 2015. Why? There are some areas where you see only 2 villages. People who are living there are not up to 50. But they are saying over 2,000 votes there. That's good. We are there now. In Rifana area, you will see where those people cannot swim. Ferry cannot take them. I am in Jao, I'm afraid I can't go with you. Okay, stay there, we'll help you to go and do it. After, what do you think is happening there?
But prior to the election date,
Yeah.
I think that the number of registered voters are already known in every area in Nigeria. Is there still a possibility of tampering with these numbers?
My brother, you are saying it before, that is Nigeria. In Rivers State, have you not seen where the vote cast is beyond the people that came for accreditation? You have not seen it before. In Rivers State, there's no single invalid vote in 2011 and 2007. What happened? So they said clearly that all the vote there is for somebody. No single one that mix. 1.3 million, and the vote cast there 1.2 million. So, but what we are saying now here is that every area that have been registered, like each polling unit, was actually to be either 500, 600, or 700, not less than 1,000 in each polling unit.
Okay.
The days of election, all the registered vote people eligible paper will be there, checking for accreditations, and we now see that even the accreditation we are talking about is wasting of time.
How do you mean?
Yes, we have put it in publication that INEC should stop it.
Just a minute. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Call Digest. Can you turn down the volume of your TV set?
Okay, I want to participate.
Turn down the volume of your TV set. I'm afraid we lost that line. When you call in, please turn down the volume of your TV set so we can have a crystal clear communication. Why would you say that accreditation should be cancelled?
In the money, we have got things we feel that should be good for us by what INEC is telling us, the risk to the machine. When you look the lending of accreditation in the money, you go to the polling unit to go and accredit yourself from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That gap of that money, 6 hours, that's 6 hours, or 5 hours, if I'm not mistakenly, has done a lot of justice to Nigerian election. If you go there, you accredit yourself immediately in front of them, they give you paper, go and cast your vote. Yeah. It stopped the gap of, I'm not there. That 5 hours you give to accredit, you see some people who go back home.
And not come back again.
They will not come back. That means that there's going to be an apathy.
You're saying there's a possibility of being
course.
accredited,
yes,
and then you go ahead to vote.
Go ahead immediately. Okay, you have seen your name. Yes, you are here. If it is one machine that we're reading, okay, you have to accredit themselves. Oh yeah, give him paper. Is the paper going to tell us that I give him paper to go and vote? No. is to accredit the person is rightful person of this.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name?
Good morning, sir. Yeah, my name is Gospel.
Godspar, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from
Warrior, please go ahead with your... Go ahead with the contribution, yeah. Godspar.
Please, I want to know this issue of card readers that's regarding our next situation, the issue of card readers. The card reader is a good development. You see, but they are telling us that the Nigerian law does not support the use of electronic voting, which is very bad. What is wrong with our laws? Our laws are, against development. So that issue should be resolved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Godspar, for your contribution. I think that the thinking of many concerned Nigerians is the fact that anything electronic should have more integrity, and they are worried that this innovation is now being opposed by some stakeholders.
Thank you. Yes, which is supposed to be too. In 2011, let me not forget that, when we are using a laptop to register ourselves for this PVC we are talking of today, did you know that INEC told us that they are going to bring small generators? What is the name? I passed my neighbor. Beside each of the polling units you're going to use to register. As I'm speaking to you, in some areas when we go through, they are begging people to connect them. So people now went ahead to go and bring their generator at home. The one that I brought was not working. I'm honest with you. Then, if we are now saying that we...
So you think if generators did not work, card readers might not work?
You are using card reader to test from 1 to 3 people does not mean it's good.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Call Digest.
I just want to remark, I want to make some contribution.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Williams.
From where? Williams, where are you calling from? I'm afraid we lost that. Williams, are you there? Please call us back. We'll appreciate to hear from you. But that was 2011.
Okay, and this...
Don't you think things would have changed in 2015?
Oh, my brother.
Because the professor was clear that these machines have gone through certain tests and they have passed.
How many of them? Did you know
he talked about a 90%...
did you know that we are going to have individual not less than 120,000? 120,000 for the polling unit. And if there are some area that is not good, they have added another 20,000 to cover up some areas. Then, what will you be your suggestion? Or what should happen at the polling unit should be the backup if we now begin to cast our votes and the reader machine is not working. And people are just lined up there since morning and the reader machine is not working. And the way the staff of ANEC is doing, I did not like it. We did not like it, and the only thing we said we are going to do is to take them to court. If it is truly that ANEC is paying these people, if not, they are just using them for Nigerians. They will tell us that, okay, on Tuesday, which is on the 26th, 27th, in Lagos today, for the example, just for the awareness of Nigerians in Lagos, they are going to go back to the polling units where you register, go. They are going there on the 26th, on the 27th of this month. Okay? And they told us that they are going to be there by 8 o'clock in the morning. They have said it before, but they will not come until 1 p.m. And when it is 5 o'clock, they are going. Either you get your card, you do not get your card, they don't care and they don't bother to listen to that. So we are using that, the INEC people, they are going to put their...
What do you think would be responsible for that disposition to work from INEC ad hoc staff?
I don't know. I don't know, because INEC told us that they're short of staffs. That's why they are using ad hoc.
Hello?
Just a minute. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV? I'm afraid you have to call me back. When you call in, just turn down the volume of your TV so we can hear you clearly and do without the feedback distortion. Thank you for your cooperation. Could it be as a result of pay? Could it just be an attitude or the Nigerian factor?
The day we went to INEC headquarters in Yaba, we met some people who are protesting that they need their money today. They don't need their money. If they don't give them their money
That's
today,
right. There was a time.
they will destroy this place. We were there. We wanted to see the INEC chairman for the program we said we do for the Southwest, for him to come there as a guest speaker. And I called one. What happened? He said, do you see now that they have told us they are going to pay us 2,000 naira from 8 o'clock till 5 p.m. to distribute card for people that wanted to come and collect cards. But we got here now, they said they don't have that 2,000, they are going to give them 1,000 naira. So it might be because of that money, and those people, they too did not look back to come and see what is happening. Then anything that is happening after they have left the INEC is not, they have no bother, they are not concerned of it. So it might be that. But I am looking at Nigerians. We have not yet patriotic enough. I'm telling you. What I'm doing, I've not got money from anybody. I use my money. But I want what we do to change this country. And I thank God of Nigeria who are still division with me. We are going to change this country.
Just a minute, sir. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Call Digest. What's your name? You're on to Call Digest. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm coming from Owerri.
From Owerri. What's your name, please?
I'm Ahmed.
All right, go ahead with your contribution, Ahmed.
I'm listening to your program, and I have this few contributions to make.
All right.
You see, this issue of voter cards, you should not make a mountain over nothing. You talk of probably the northern people have plenty voters cards more than the southern and wherever. You should remember that in the north, an average man in the north is with his radio, whether it is a farm or anywhere. They have more awareness of these policies than anybody. Take it or you leave it. That is the truth. They are more aware of anything happening, even over the whole world, than anybody in Nigeria. That is one of the reasons, to me, I said that made them to be so conscious of receiving their cards. The issue of this permanent voter card, if I may suggest, this time of the INEC, I think this idea should be cancelled. They should just go to that TVC to avoid unnecessary problems. You get it? So that our election should be credible. Whoever will win, will win. If we have 50 voters in any area, anybody who has will be the winner. So forget about all these things. Politics is just about majority. If 50 people come out to vote, if the candidate has 30 and the other one has 20, it's a winner. So they never not just disturb ourselves over this. Who will win, will win. We Nigerians, we know what we want. We know who is helping us. So forget about making a mountain over nothing like this. Thank you.
Tara, thank you very much for your contribution, Ahmed from Owerri. But would you say the peanut, so to speak, given to ADOC staff is enough, given the politics of money that is being played in Nigeria? We hear billions flying around. For instance, if someone gives him 1,000 naira and the other comes with 100,000 naira, don't you think that patriotism might not be enough at that moment in time?
Well, I don't know, because there should be a feasibility study through ANEC to the federal government. And all these things could have more been calculated to what they are going to do as their feasibility study, for them to know how much they are going to, how much it's going to cost them, either to register, to distribute as an adult people. I don't know why the amount, maybe when they deliberate on it, they say, okay, 2,000 is going to be good for them. In other words, you could remember that you forgot that whenever you now left them for that 2,000, and you had not been paid to them, they might do and undo. They might even go and throw your card somewhere. They might, don't you see what happened where Governor Fashola registered? The computer there was crashed, or they said they lost the memory, or when there's no backup. That guy did not even care, it did not even concern him what is going to be the implications of what he has done, or what is going to happen to that system. So that is the little I can see, that if INEC wanted to have people in their nation, there should be people that has integrity.
Is there any role that the electorate can play as we count down to the forthcoming election? Many have mentioned voter apathy as a result of the extension. Well, can you identify any practical role that the average Nigerian can play in all of this?
Thank you. That's why I said it took us 2 years to study Nigeria. Let me to add more also to tell you that it took us another 2 years to study people. The electorate we are talking of now, Nigerian in particular, my brother, I'm sorry that I'm here this morning of the opportunity to give to me. We are not sincere. Nigeria are not sincere. We are too full of ourselves. Liar. Then the integrity of each individual of us has gone. That's why we are using this NGO to correct abnormalities. You will see that some people, their PVC are there. They will be making noise at home. They will not leave home. Why their PVC are there? And we have not collected. We have not. So the sincerity of purpose of Nigerians have not seen the percentage. It's too high. In other words, as at now, we are the one that now begin to reorientate, to sensitize, and to correct the moral value that have been lost in Nigerians. Now look, if you refuse not to do it, they will do it for you. Refuse not to do it, they will do it for you. That's why you are saying again. In each of the polling units that you register, you see 500 people register there. And before 4 o'clock, we have not seen people come out, not less than 100 people. And they will not allow you to return the only booklet that remains of the 400 pieces. That's where rigging also started, from the agent party and INEC ad hoc and police. So it's now turned to highest bidder. This is 400 here. Who is the highest bidder can give us more money? That go and give them 50,000, 20,000. How many of them? 6. Give them. From there, you see almost 200 will leave the place, go and complete somewhere. That is what happened in 2011 in Osun State.
Hello, good morning. Just a minute. Let's take this call.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Amaka. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
I didn't get your name.
Amaka.
Amaka, I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Amaka, please go ahead with your contribution.
There is something about this PVC collection.
Okay.
Like in my compound now, we have like 4 flats at the up. Then the down is just a room and parlor space contain.
Okay.
But I want to tell you that I'm the only person that collected PVC in the whole house. I'm the only one. Even I have to drag my husband when they are registering. We go there 2 times. We don't do these guys. You know, Lagosians, we are too busy. Understand? I'm the only one. I have to start, you know, maybe on Saturday like this, everybody are how far because there are people that say, what am I doing for this and that? I'm the only person. And are you going to blame INEC to come and drag them from their house to go and collect their PVCs? It can't be done. Understand? In the whole house, I'm the only person that have my PVC now. So how are you going to say about that?
Yeah, probably.
How the not issue.
Okay.
Those people, the way they do things, they do things, you know, they are very, this thing, in this voters of a thing. You can never see an farmer, even though he's in the farm, the radio is near him or her. Understand? This PVC should mobilize them to go and collect it, not about because they are insurgents or not insurgents. But especially this Lagos, we are too busy.
It's all right, Amaka. Thank you very much for your contribution. We're also hoping that you will be that agent of mobilization in your area and tell your neighbors the importance of going out to collect their PVCs, just like you and your husband have done. We have to wrap up this segment now. One word. What word do you have for the electorate?
Yes, before we round up, my brother. to have your PVC is not matter most of. You know you have got your PVC than to utilize it.
Ensure that you go to the poll. That's another level in time.
You have your PVC does not mean that you are sitting at home. You need to put a little step. The day of that election, come out. You know, I told you earlier that it's three people, three categories of people that do vote. The first people are those who are using the amount to vote. You see them in the corners, in reading papers place, you will see them, they don't have voters card. But the other one are the people that are voting under social media. Why the third people are those people who are diligent Nigerians, who are patriotic Nigerians.
Who will go out on election day.
Oh, my dear brother, that will go out that day and cast their vote. So my advice now is that the electorate, my members, because they are my members, we are representing them. The NGO is representing them. For those people, we are across now. We are now in 33 polling units now, 33,000 polling units. Please, come out. We are still going. We are going to around 20,000.
Thank you very much for joining us today. ADEBOLA ADENIJI ADELE, his president, Citizen Liberation Advocacy Initiative. It's good to have you always. Well, your PVC is not the national passport. It's not an ID card. So after you've gotten it, Amaka, ensure that you and your husband also go out on March 28 and April 11 to cast your vote. We'll take another break now, and we'll be back with more if you stay with us.
The man on the streets have come to realize that the power to make decisions lies in the hands of the people.
Church is the most guided person in Nigeria. And men getting to him is like, we all know it's a political propaganda, so I don't believe what he said is true.
But they are not just ordinary people.
Up to that time, when you look at Nigeria, Nigeria has been a confluence of a theater of anarchy, confusion, dichotomy, marginalization, and a lot of lamentations have been existing.
They are people of influence.
I'm not happy. How can my brother plan against me to kill me when you know that I'm in power to save you? I protected you to make things good for everybody in Nigeria. Not even I. Everybody in Nigeria.
And they are very, very important.
What we want now is who will salvage Nigeria. We are not interested in tribe or ethnicity or whatever. Who will save Nigeria?
The people. Only on Core TV News.
I've heard the chairman of INEC telling Nigerians, he said it has been tested. But the problem here is just that the accreditation that they said will be done by the card reader, will it be more effective than the manual accreditation Nigerians are used to?
About the card reader is good, and I think it's a nice idea and it's welcome. Because we are developing and we are living in an IT world where everything is evolving very fast. I think it's a welcome idea and it's good, it's good.
The honest truth is that the whole world are moving forward, and the card reader is also part of a system of moving forward, and Nigeria can never go backwards.
Despite the mixed reactions of people,
it's another beautiful and exciting moment. Welcome to Political Arena,
the most detailed and incisive political show.
You will see all sorts of politicians, even those who cannot manage their homes. We tell you to let them manage your lives. Look well, shine your eyes.
So stomach infrastructure is a way of life. Even if I cannot do anything, and I continue to help your stomach so that your life will keep on going. Stomach infrastructure is a way of life for me.
I should ask you, what is going right in this country? Is it education? Is it security? Infrastructure? Is it healthcare? What is going right? Absolutely nothing.
We mean to win Lagos. PDP is going to win Lagos in 2015.
INEC has colluded with the presidency, the opposing party, to rig this election from the data to the end.
The 2015 general elections must be the best.
The good, bad, ugly, and beautiful sides of the Nigerian political system. Join me every Sunday at 9:15 p.m. on Core TV News.